I love the houses in this game. I've only been playing for like a month, and they keep bringing these houses out that are just in the Crown store. And I was all hyped for this one because I was like, maybe I'll buy that one. That one kicks ass. This one that's sitting up in the mountaintops, and it basically just looks like Canada. But I'm not gonna buy it. But let's go for a tour. Let's see what it's got, because I love this shit. I want to find a way to be able to just go into other people's houses, like all their houses, and just see what they did. Like, let's get some ideas, man. Look at this big... That's how they made the world's biggest dining thing, with many dining tables. Imagine a bunch of orcs just hanging out here, yucking it up. See, I feel like there's just way too much open space for this. Like, it's definitely meant to put like big ass statues in. And yet, oh, I like this. I would put that tapestry up in my house. I would also sit on this chair. So this is like with all the furnishing that you can buy with it. If like, how much? So that's like, in Canadian for crowns, that's what? Like 140 bucks? Canadian? About that? Or if you've saved up your crowns, let's, I don't know, like, how cold would you be in here, man? Like, do orcs have like a resistance to cold in the Elder Scrolls universe? Because they're always in the fucking snow there, guy. They're like a bunch of fucking Canadians there, my friend. They got that big fucked up teeth from playing a hockey, and they just fucking like to be in the snow, and they're kind of violent, and they like to drink a beer there, bud. Fuck that, they don't read. I fucking know Canadians, man. They're not fucking readers there, guy. It's not their thing. They're all about watching a hockey night in Canada there, guy. But this does kind of kick ass, doesn't it? Like, this is pretty cool. Apparently it is crowns only, which, you know, whatever. Dane, why don't you take a harder stance on cash shops? Because, like, I don't... It's fine to me. I maybe should look into it a little bit more. But look how fucking cool this is. Like, this would be like a pretty rad guild hall, wouldn't it? Bunch of orcs just taking a bath. Boom! I wish, this is one thing I wish ESO had, is that you could swim underwater, because can you imagine the insane housing that people would do with underwater shit? Like Seville Spire or whatever. Listen to me talking like I know. Can I kill myself off here? Let's fucking find out. Get fucked! Oh, I do! You can kill yourself in your house. That kicks ass. Oh, I love that. That's, maybe I will buy this. This is great. It's Suicide Land. But, yeah, Seville Spire is underwater, but it looks a little different. A guild that I'm in has it. That's the only reason I know. But, oh, I love that you can have multiple guilds. Like, it's so empty. What would I populate this with? But can you imagine just a bunch of, like, if they were RPers, like a bunch of just, like, half-naked orcs and furs are standing here? And if this game had a detachable camera off the dolly, which it doesn't, if it had effing photo mode, don't come in here and tell me it has screenshot mode, Dane. That's not what I mean. I can't position the camera the way I want to, but you could get some epic shots of your whole guild just chilling there, and they're like, ah, Rothgar, the Loktar, Ogar, or whatever the fuck they say in this particular universe. Like, that would kick the most ass. Just a bunch of fucking biker orc dudes. You can keep your little abdominals in here. I mean, this kicks the buttocks out of so many... Random table, why? Also, where is my guild gonna be sleeping, brother? I like me a good brazier. I don't see... Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we really like dining tables. This is where my peeps be sleeping. This is not an ideal spot to sleep when you have to do shared accommodation, just like out in the way. Like, you need a nook like this, and what you gotta do is you gotta take this bed and flip it around and put a privacy screen across it, because fuck that. If you've ever had to share accommodations in a dorm, or in today's housing market where they stick 4 people and a bachelor, I'm sure you know what I mean. Dane, how many people? I've only ever had to do 3 to a room. That was the worst, and it didn't end well. This is a pretty kick-ass bed, though. So this is where the big guy lays his lady. That's why he's got some privacy screens. But like these guys from where they're sitting, they can just like peek and watch like the lady orc get nailed, and they're like, yeah, I mean we got a front row seat to things we don't want to see. But you know, maybe in orcish culture that's like legit. I feel like I could just chill in this hallway. Like, what is this? Orcish bowl buffed? Oh, I thought there was like grit in it or something. Okay, whatever. Tons of dining tables. Holy crap. Get an ass load of dining tables. Let's just go on a housing tour. That's what I feel like doing. You get some boulders with that. I feel like that's kind of cheap that they actually charge you for the ice flow, so you could pick up this ice flow and just throw it away. And your boulder, just move it. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Is it 140 bucks cool? Because like some of the houses you can pay for with gold. There's an option. It won't be furnished, but you can at least do that. And then there's these ones that aren't. You must spend the money on it. And I don't know. See, like, I think with this, like, this stuff is cool for if you've got a guild, especially if you're a bunch of RPers, like, you would all 100% chip in on this and buy something like this. And you'd have your, like, your guild meeting over here where the big guy and the officers stand up. Why can't I get on here? Stand up here and they're like, ah, we have to take back whatever the fuck we've decided we have a problem with. And that kind of kicks ass. So, I don't know about this one. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not gonna buy it. Not today, anyway. Let's look at more houses, because that's fucking fun. HGTV, Elder Scrolls. Wee little problem. I was like, you know what? Let's, like, tour all the houses, man, because I think they kick ass. Like, I love this feature. This is probably what got me to stay and sign up. The problem now that I didn't realize this was a thing, is that it's all shared across your characters, which I guess is a good thing when you think about it, because if you drop money on this, you'd like to be able to use it across all your characters, right? And it seems like my mail is shared and shit. I didn't know that. My original tune that I rolled, I was like, oh, I'll just log off of the Dane green and I'll go on the other one and it'll... But no, it's all grayed out, so we can only see what I did with the houses that I purchased. So I guess we'll have to do... I think most of them are empty, because it's just like apartments and shit. But the other ones, like, we gotta do it now so that we... Before I eventually buy them, because you bet your ass in the back of my head, I'm like, come... actual loony dollar bucks or fucking gold sauce. I want all of these because this kicks ass. So let's just go on a housing tour before I purchase too much. I did buy the Ebonheart Chateau, which means I did spend like 144 Canadian on it. I don't feel bad about that because I really wanted it. You know what? I'm not going to grind out the fucking achievement that it takes to actually just be eligible to buy the fucking thing with gold. So judge me. It's cool. But let's start at the top, since we... I don't know, I feel like we already did this one. Did I pillage this one? Fuck it, who cares? Let's go to Autumn's Gate. Oh, you won't let me go from here! Of course not, Dane, because you own the fucking house, idiot. So, okay, where is that house? I think it's over here. Is that my house? Let's go to my house. This one might be like... I really like this house. I feel like I already showed it though, but fuck it, we'll do it again. Let's go to Autumn's Gate, y'all! Come on, Ratata, Pack-a-Rata. In the heart of the rift, just outside the lively small town of Nimbleton, you will find this sturdy wooden home with a large hearth to keep you warm in the skirm winter and a stone wall to keep out the trolls. See, I like this house because I like the aesthetic. Like, I would live in something like that. Like, remember back when you could buy a home for not a stupid amount of price, plus on top of that contractors, that was made out of rocks? Like sediment that had been compounded to get clay, even in the form of bricks. Do you remember that? I don't know what my house is made of. I think it's just fucking like wood and siding and stucco and who fucking know it, concrete. I have no fucking clue. But I would love it if it was like, imagine it was made out of rocks, man. Remember when we used to do that? This is my house. This is my Dodge. I like this dog. I already showed you my... Yeah, I totally did show you this place. And my horrible abomination that I don't think I pathed correctly because he's just sitting there. So I like this house a lot, but I feel like this is a great house bang for your buck to get. Whether it's the real monies or the in-game monies, which I don't think is that bad. It won't let me see what it costs, but I don't think it was that bad. Because you get a yard. I feel like it sucks when they don't have a yard, and the yard on this is pretty rad. I added some trees. I have my laundry. My house in here. Stay there, Doge. Make sure nobody come in. This is pretty good, right? You could do a bunch with this. It looks pretty nice. You stick your knives in the wall like I did. Nice book of cases. Chilling in the fire. Getting fire seems to be like the biggest pain in the ass. And they don't all actually serve as cooking stations, which kind of blows. But, you know, whatever. What was I cooking? A fish? Look at my... See, all those years invested in playing The Sims paid off because I made these cool little houses. My snakes. Dane, you're missing some of the stuff from the last time we saw. Yeah, because I pillaged it for the Ebonheart Chateau. But I'm most proud of this bed with my Druid video games and my Dolly. Dane, how did you get all that shit when you haven't been playing along? Because I thought you had to buy it with real money, so I did. Dane. Look, it was my Christmas holiday. And I love this guy. My little reading nook. This looks... Yeah, that looks delicious. Right? Cheese and bread? Dane, you could totally just make that. I could do it right now. What do you think, bro? I like this guy a lot. I remember playing Skyrim when I had given it a shot, and I got far enough that somehow I ended up in like a Cthulhu-esque eldritch horror sort of area, and I was so blindsided by it, because I don't read the story, that I was like, what the hell is going on? And I just love the fact that my boy Howard Phillip just seems to be in everything, even though, you know, nobody gave a shit while he was doing it for real. That looks good too. Except the ham. I'm not really a fan of the ham when you have breakfast. And I'm not going to eat a fucking pumpkin or gourd or even a squash, really. I think it's kind of stupid. They're not good. Like, it's a sweet, sort of weird veggie sweet. That's moon sugar, which is basically Coke. So I think this place is the bomb. But where does it lead out to? Wait. What have I done? Let me out. Because an important thing when you buy a house is what neighborhood is it in, right? Bro, this is Dane's virtual guide to buying property that sort of applies to real life too. Imagine if you could buy houses now that had big fucking walls around them like this. There's a person in the town that's nearest to me, and I have to applaud them because it's a little town, so everybody's together. But they literally put a fence up, like a full-size, like 9 foot, 8 foot, whatever that is. Is it 6 foot? What? Because men can peek over it, right? So it's like 6 foot fence, whatever, around her front yard as well. It looks awful, but I'm kind of a fan. What's it leave to? The Rift, Skyrim's southernmost hold, has a relatively temperate climate. It's just Canada. Thanks to northern mountain, Alberta specifically, that block the frigid gales of fucking stupid BC and warming volcanoes. I don't know if we have any of those. Whatever. Anyway, hey, what are you guys doing? You guys live here too? Fucking, you see, that's the problem. You gotta share it with people like this. Actually, that looks pretty rad. Look at this. Nobody's slapped me yet for getting in their face. So Darren8706, I like your mog. That looks really good. What about this guy? That guy's a companion. Fuck that. So it's just this guy and his... What the hell is this? Doesn't like me. See, this is a pretty nice front yard, right? Nobody's gonna F with your hoose. That's some good shit. This is my companion, by the way. Corliss. He's my bro. Look how nice this do be. And there's a little, like... super crafting spot right there. Let's go to another... What was the next one on the list? Whether visiting the Bard's College, seeking an audience at the Blue Palace, or looking to imbibe the best mead, nor shit, take advantage of convenient living in the midst of solitude too fast. Wow, look at this incredible room that apparently I left a bed in. See, when you buy these little apartments, they seem to just come with, like, a light. I don't remember what light was originally in here. I like that it has a fake window. That pretty much kicks ass. But this was like, what, $3 grand? Gold, I think. I clearly stuck a bed in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the apartments, because you know what the apartments are great for? They're just good for, like, way shrines. You port around to them. Like, this one takes me to Solitude, obviously, which is in Skirm. Sundered from eastern Skirm. It's the north part of Skirm, right? Like when you play Skirm, you go up to the Bard's College. And if you're me, you start the quest, but you never finish it because you're really just up there because it's there. and you just want to explore the perimeter of everything, and then you get sidetracked, stealing from people. Let's do all the apartments. Fuck it, let's do all the apartments because they're just not that impressive because they're mostly empty. And they take forever to load! See, this one I could have actually gotten through the little blurb that was on there, but I didn't know that. So we're all in, see, look at, isn't this nice? It's like you're in your little, I don't want to be first person. It's like you're in your little inn room. Like, what a cool idea. And they're only $3,000, which you'll get in no time. I don't want to start your quest. Like, let's critique this inn. Like, I have my own room, or I could have slept in a box full of hay. Man, back when we used to do that, I could be stealing from everything right now. I could be doing that while we go on our condo tour here. What do you got in here? I will take that, thank you. What else do you... See, now this is... What's gonna happen, and it's gonna fuck up my whole plan, is I'm gonna end up stealing something, getting caught, and then I'm not gonna be able to go on a tour. Because they're gonna try to arrest me again. Whoa, where do I get this bookcase? This bookshelf kicks ass. I'm not gonna read this, but I know that Corliss here, see, he loves it. He's a fan when I read. Sometimes he gets mad at me when I pick mushrooms, and he's like, you should wash your hands. But if I read something, he's like, yeah, that fucking kicks ass. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, we'll take that. He loves larceny, so he gives me these research portfolios, because basically I stick my hands into someone else's stuff, hand it to Corliss, and he goes, yeah, that's pretty rad. And then he pulls out parts, and I get more treasure. Which is kind of amazing. I would fucking rock a chandelier like this in my actual house. I don't know if I'd want real horns. Like, I'd be okay with imitation horns. This person also appears to be stealing. Good job. Am I hidden? We'll take that. Thank you. I love furniture! Okay, but where does it let you out? That's the important thing here, Dane. This is the thing that when they show you the housing, they don't exactly, like, show you what you gotta walk through after. I don't like a room set up like this. In today's age where the housing costs are crazy, you're likely to end up having to share a room like this. That's fucking bullshit. I should get some mirrors. Somebody appears to have already stolen the shit out of this place. The Book of Circles! Well, you know, what are you gonna do? Apocrypha! Apocrypha! I don't know what that means. This is a nice bench. Alright, we're also kind of... This is HGTV. We're not gonna do what they do because that's for fucking rich people. But we're just gonna check out, see what they have to get some ideas. Where does this let me out? Show me the Solitude! Let's you out in this, you know, like when you first come in Skyrim. Then the guy over here is getting put to death, which I missed the first time. Because I was just like, tell me about your trade goods, sir. This is actually... I feel like this is a pretty good apartment to start with. It's not the one I started with because I didn't understand how this all worked, but because just right here, crafting shit. All your crafting kabuza snazzles are right here. You can just be like, look at me, I'm a blacksmith. I am a blacksmith. No, that one doesn't work. That's not actually a blacksmithing station. I'm a blacksmith. I can make stuff. Look, I can make a lantern. Suck on that. Look at all the recipes I've learned for making my own tchotchkes. Which kind of kicks ass. See, if I'm left to my own devices, I'll 100% just do a video where I look at every single piece of furniture and I'm like, oh, okay, I like that it has a design on it. I like that it has this. Because I'm insane. But yeah, that's this one. Let's go to the next apartment, which is... I'm going to do it by the store just to know what roll I'm in. So every time we have to see... You have to see what's on sale. See it. Love it, live it. I'll do those ones later. I'm just trying to do the apartments. I feel like, so there's the Flaming Nyx Deluxe. I think that was one of the first ones I bought. And I bought it with real money because, again, I didn't understand how this worked. That's a good one, but I think that one, I think the actual gold price is like in the tens of thousands, not... Because like the room we were just in, I'm pretty sure was 3. This is like 13 or 14, I think. I consider it an apartment because it's literally just a fucking room. So, oh yeah, I have to do it by the map. Hang on, I can fucking do this. Let's see where it's over here, right? See, I'm learning. I'm gonna be ESO forever in no time. Let's go to the Flaming Nyx Super Garret Sauce Amigos here. See you in a second. Something about fire pit dancing at the Flaming Nyx. You have to admit, it adds a certain cachet to having a room here. Not to mention an unusual fragrance. So the smell of burnt feet I think this room kicks ass. This is pretty good. It just had like a lantern in it when I bought it. But it's kind of like a dungeon, right? It's kind of a nice size. Because you could have, you know, a little bit of it. You could have a little bit of area. What can I possibly put? Do I have any? I don't really have anything on me. It's all in the one house I use as a warehouse. But, you know, this is pretty good. I feel like this is a solid first purchase. I existed out of it for about a week. And then I realized I could do other things because I didn't understand this game. But look where it lets out to. This kicks ass. Also, I think the Dark Elves... Dark Elves have the coolest, so far, architecture. I think it looks fucking rad. And it's dark and spooky, which is the bomb. I can't rock a Dark Elf, though. I don't know. There's something about it that's not weird. I think Wood Elf for life, what I now know is a Bosmer. I think that's... I love that they're cannibals. Like, I will show you my cannibal home. Don't even worry. But... I'm learning about the East. I'm actually paying attention to some of the lore that I just didn't pay attention to in the Elder Scrolls games. Because, you know, now I'm like, why are there lizard people? Look at them. They're chill. These beds are awesome. Imagine if your bed looked like that. Look at your bed that you have right now that I bet you're in. Doesn't look that fucking cool, does it? That kicks ass. Even that, look at you're making love on this one, making a baby, making a future. Just gorgeous. Love it. Beautiful. And then, you know, this asshole here is burning his feet on the... I love the emotes in this game. Oh, someone is talking. Wait, this is my most important emote is the one that he's doing. Yeah. Here we go. Come out and have a good time doing the drunk dance. This guy and I are broskies. He's like, yeah, burn my feet. I love this dance. And if you've been super slosh drunk ever, you get drunk by yourself. And just put on tunes that you love. And you just kind of live life. That's kind of how that goes. Now I like this inn a lot. This is some spooky stuff. I think this layout, I guess we'll find out, is that the inn is using, whatever this overall model object is actually available as a house. I need to do this. I need to do this. And so what did she do? She just put a block under there and then tilted it up. I need to do that in mine. Who are you? Claws and gloves. Okay, well let's not bother claws and gloves. We just know that this is a pretty cool place. He's just got a random counter just shoved in the corner. Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? So this lets out to what appears to be, at least on PlayStation North America, a pretty decent trading hub. I do love me some mushrooms. Mushrooms are like I'm not actually gonna eat. The only time I ever did mushrooms, I played BioShock. And now those two things go together. But these guild traders that are here are perfect. It's just this ring of guild traders around a way shrine. That is perfect for... Oh, they haven't loaded. For shopping. So this is good for shopping. The zone is... What does the zone look like? I don't think I've really... Quandam and Dorla. I don't own any other homes here. Well... Anyway, Flaming Nick's Garrett Sauce whatever thing, I feel like is a solid decision for an apartment. Little pricier than the $3 grand ones, but you know, like it's a room, but it's a good room.